Hello everyone, this is Sonia with Stamping Around the Dining Room Table. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. If you do not have one of your own, I would be happy to be yours. You can go to my webpage, stamparoundthetable.stampinup.net, to find out more about me, when I'm having classes and some other events. You also can see our products there. You can place an order. You could sign up to have a workshop with some of your family and friends and earn some free product. You can sign up to be part of my team and become a Stampin' Up demonstrator yourself. Okay, so, sorry, I just have to move something. I realized it tipped over here near where I'm standing. All right, so there's always something. Anyway, so any questions, anything I can help you with, I'll be happy to do that. Okay, so today, wait before I do it, this week I wanted to just do stuff with our stamp sets that kind of are like summary. So I done quite a bit with the Sunkissed from our mini catalog, which just went live the beginning of this month. Okay, so hopefully you can see that a little bit. I'll tip it up because I just see there's some. The Oceanfront, which is in our annual catalog. Paradise Palms, which is also in our annual catalog. Mountain Air. Now these two, just let you know, I didn't really use a lot from these, but there's a lot you can do with them. You can mix and match them with this. I did use the Gentle Waves, which is, I thought it was a current one that just recently retired, so I got a little mixed up with that, okay? But we have a lot of things, there's a lot. Oh, and the other one was Let's Set Sail. Okay, so I just wanted, okay. So today, the fun fold. Oh, before I do that, let me just show you also. I'm sorry. I'm a little early today because I have an appointment and I need to get moving on this so I can get out the door in time. But this is cards from earlier this week. Okay. And these, so you can see, like, I mixed and matched some of them. That was part of the purpose, to show you how you can mix and match. And you can just have a lot of fun. And I really did a lot. Most of this was really just stamping and just playing around, getting to know my stamps a little better. I guess if that's the way to put it, to get to know them better. Anyway, so, and I got thinking when I was doing it, I went, oh, you know, what do I want to do for a fun fold? And I thought I would kind of like to do a gatefold, but I wanted it to be a little bit off, a little bit different. So that instead of opening totally in the middle, I wanted one side longer, one side shorter. And then I wanted things to hang over. And I got a little extra bloop there, but that's okay. So this one I used these, and then I did extend that using just what do they call it, Stampin' Right markers, using my because I colored it using our watercolor pencils, and then using the blends, the blender pens. Okay, or you could do it if you have, you also can blend it if you want, using like a water pen. Okay, like they look kind of like this. You put water in them and they have like a brush on the end. Okay, it's another way to do it. Okay, and then just put this on the inside. So really I used these two stamps there, and then to help with the sand, I brought over the dots. This is from which one was that from? That was from the Oceanfront. I brought over this one from the Oceanfront to help add to some of that. Okay, so, and it just says happy birthday sunshine, and inside wishing you a sun-kissed nose and sandy toes. All right, and I just stamped and colored those in. I used a little, I don't know if you can really tell, but I used a little bit of Wink of Stella on here. And the other day, I didn't, earlier this week, I really didn't do much with dimensional, or not dimensionals, with bling because I wasn't sure what to do. And all of a sudden my sister mentioned something about coconuts. And look, the rustic metallic adhesive back dots, the little ones, put them on there. They look kind of like coconuts, don't they? So I was like, what a great idea. Okay, so sometimes, it's just you're limited by your imagination. Sometimes we just have to look at something in our stash a little differently. So I want to make a card for you this style using the Let's Set sale. So I'm going to put this out. I just want to show you our bases. Now these have not, I did not, wait, if you want the red, I didn't score this yet, but I just wanted to show you. This is like half of a sheet of cardstock. Okay, our cardstock comes 8.5 by 11. I cut it at 4 1/4 and left it the whole 11. And then, hopefully you can see that. Then I move this over here. I had my coffee here. I was sneezing and coughing earlier, my allergies. Anyway, then I scored it at 3 inches. And 8.5, or some people, so I'll show you 8.5 right there. Or some people they don't want to have to do it, open the arm. So there'd be 3 inches from one end and 2.5 from the other. Okay, I'm going to hit it over just a smidge. Now, and then you just fold those towards the center. And see, they're off just a little bit. Now you could change those a little bit more if you wanted one a little shorter and one a little longer than this, one a little shorter, okay? And the one thing I always seem to have a hard time, so sometimes when I'm done, I just take like a 1/16 of an inch off because I always seem to have a hard time getting it so that they don't overlap. Now that's over a little more, but it's not going to matter because of what we're going to do. Okay, so let me get my bone folder. And because I wanted it to like hang over, so I did the bigger side on that one. This one I might do it, I think I'm going to maybe do it the other way around. Okay, so and then the white, it's over here. I wanted it, it's a little bit smaller than what we do a lot of times. I did it 3.5 this way. Okay, so these are all cut at 3.5, okay? For the inside, I wanted it to be 3.5 by 4 3/4. That's what I did here, and I really liked how it looked. All right, and then, now that I did mess that up a little, it won't matter really, but, all right. So then here, these are the 3.5. Did I have a smaller one? I guess I didn't. That doesn't matter. Anyway, so this one I was thinking I might do the longer one in the front and the shorter one in the back. But that's still not going to be. So how big do I want that? I think, actually, I have to think a minute here wait a minute, make sure I've got it going the right way. It goes this way. Actually, I think I'm going to do that. So this one is 3.5 by 3 3/4. Okay, and then I'll figure out the back in a little bit, the other piece. So, and what I wanted to do was, I thought I do want to do the sailboats, and I wanted to like punch them out, and I was having trouble the other day with the stamping, but that's all right. I'm going to just take some colored cardstock and just punch different things out here. So I'm going to punch a couple of, so I just have basically I just took some of my scraps. As long as they're big enough to cover, there's one. Do one that way. Let's see. Will this one fit in there? Let's do it. Yeah, so I'm getting a couple of each of these. a red one. And actually I just realized I maybe would have wanted, let me just see, I'll do a blue one this way too, just so they're not necessarily red, the same red, or a reddish one here. So I've got a few, and this way I can kind of play around with it, mix and match. I got some sweet sorbet here. Okay, maybe I'll do another sweet sorbet over here. Well, here we go. Actually, if I do it like this, so I have all, okay, and so I got some different, you want another red, I can get one here. So I got a few to play with. And then for the, I don't know, for the actual, like the boat itself, I'll do make a couple that are early espresso, and a couple that are night of navy. So they don't necessarily have to always be a brown. Is that going to work that way? No, I guess I have to do it this way. All right. There, I got a bunch of things. Okay, so I've got a bunch of them that I can use for whatever I want here. Okay. I will be doing some stamping as well, but I just wanted to at least get those, push these out of the way. Okay. Now, so let me make sure I get this the right, because there's not a big difference. I just want to make sure, because I want it to match with the same size as what's inside. And this is going to go over just a little, like that. And I'm going to have a smaller one here. So where's my, it could be maybe just a little more than 2. But what size was this one? Might be a little bigger, a little smaller. Yeah, it's about 2. I'm going to try a 2-inch one. But the however wide you make them is up to you, okay? All right. Oh, and then what I did want to do, let me just see here. I'm going to, even though it's going to go over it, I'm going to do some of that. Now, where's my scrap paper? It's right here. It's going to be a little longer than that. And this one I'm going to do, I thought I had it here. Did I put it over? I, of course, put it over to the other side because I got a little mixed up with what I wanted, I guess. I wanted some Balmy blue. Oh, there it is. It is there. Okay. So this, I'm just going to, because I'm not sure exactly here. So there will be some white on this one. It's just the way. So I'm going to do it like this. Just do a few of these. I'm going to, let's see, that one was that way. So this one I'm going to do this way. Just do a couple. Oop, I got some up there. Didn't mean to do that. Anyway, let me just see. And then yeah, that goes that way. And this could be like this. Wait, I got it backwards. Hope I get it the right way. It'll fit better. Go like this. Oh, actually, you know what? Now that I got that, I wanted, because I do want some blue over here. I'm going to turn this over and stamp this just a little differently, because all of a sudden I realized I want it to look almost like, I want it to look like they go together. So I am going to do this. knew what I wanted to do before I get started. And then sometimes I get going and I just kind of forget what I was thinking of originally. I think I'm just going to try 2 of those. Okay. So I'm going to have 1 brown and 1 navy blue. They're like at a regatta or something. All right, and then I'm going to do, this goes, I'm just going to set these on here before I glue them down to make sure it's what I think I want is actually what, they know what I really think I want, whatever I'm trying to say. So those would go like that. Hopefully you can see that. And then this one, I'm going to put this here. Oh, I got it backwards again. This like here, and this one here. So that's how those, I think that's how I'm going to do those. All right, so I glue those down so that I can make sure it is, what I think I want and what I actually have may end up being a little different, but and where's I'm just going to put dots of glue on this. And then there's that. Now, where's my tweezers to help me? That way just a little, because I'm going to put I think I'm going to put my sentiment over there. Oh, there's a line down here, so I may do another row of the blue down there just because I have to pay more attention, I guess, when I'm stamping it to the edges of my black. Okay, here we go. That. It's going to go that way, so I just have to stop and make sure I got this the right direction. On the stamps, because of how they go on this, you know that you got it the right way. At least I think it's a little easier sometimes when you punch them out, because they could go either direction. I guess if you wanted to go, you could have it, just put them on the opposite side of the boat. Okay, now this one. Let me see, that's there. This is going to be here. So I'm going to up a little higher. Sorry, now I made a mess of everything here. Move some of that off. Okay, so this one. Wait a minute. That's I want my real red. I want to make sure I got my real red. Yep. And I want this different. I don't want it to be the same exact color as that. This is the red, real red. The other sweet sorbet. And that was Pacific Point. And on this one, I want. Let me just see that this little. It's not quite there. And on this one, I want that's Starry Night. Whoop, it goes that. It flipped over, so I just want to make sure I got this. Oh, nope, it goes this way. It goes this way. Okay, it's the back. There on me. And now I'll leave. So let me just look one more thing here, because I realized this left, which I was mentioning, which I don't know how well you might be able to see it or not see it. This little line right there from the edge of the. Here's my. I'll wipe it off just a little, just to make sure I don't get another one. Up. So that's going to be like that. It's a little better. Now, this is going to go, so if this is here, and this is here, if you want, you could cut this off. You don't have to leave it on, you know, but I'm going to leave it. And it could have been just maybe a little bit bigger of the white. I'm going to put this over this way just a little bit more. Let me see. I'm going to close it. When it's closed, so I'm going to have to maybe trim this other down just a little, but that's okay. So I want that there. Well, let me see. Or do I like it better this direction? So that's the beauty of it. You can do it. I may do that. So that's there. This still would be trimmed down a little. There's my trimmer right here. And I take just a little bit off. Sometimes what you think and what, when you get going, what actually is able to happen. There's that. Let me just make sure. I'm going to do just another little smidge from here because that goes all the way to the edge, so it doesn't really matter. Because I want that inside the... Okay. So you just play around with it until you get it the way you want it, really is what the answer is, okay? Because that can go there. So it's a little bit over there. All right. Now, just to close this up, at least for a minute. And what I need is more ink. I'm just going to do this quickly here. If you wanted to pop some of these up, you could, but they don't necessarily have to be. All right, so it's going to have very little red there. I think I may have to move this a little. This is right, like, oh, it's a little, I want these to be the same, like top and bottom to be level. There. Okay. That. Then for the inside, whew, let me just see. So I'm put, where's my pencil? I just want to put a little mark. So because when it opens up, it may not matter, but anyway. So I'm going to do some more of the blue on the along the bottom on the inside. And actually I may have some of it going off because, let me just think here a minute. And you know, and if you wanted, I could have done this differently, put 2 sailboats, make this longer and put 2 sailboats on here, but anyway. Or stamp one and punch out the other. Okay. Whoop, here it is. One. Just make sure I don't have any stray marks along there. And I like to, I stamp this one this way. I like to turn it around and come like this. And this one I may just do 2. Let me just see how that's going to look. Maybe I will do one more. Okay. And I think I'm going to make this boat navy blue. Oh, I know one other thing I'm going to do with this, which I kind of forgot. I'm going to put this over here. So it leaves, see, I didn't get that off. It leaves room over here for a sentiment. And actually, just trying to decide what I want to do here. Make it, I think I'm going to do this side the Pacific Point. And this side with the real red. There. Now, okay, think. Oh, and then this, I need, I just put my finger in my stamp pad. That's good, so yeah, all right. And then I need these two colors. I want the shadow, so I do the same color as the boat, but then I stamp it off because it's gonna look similar in the water, but oh, I have a little bit of a blue showing. That happened yesterday when we were, and then we just came back in there. Okay, so there's that one. Now this one's a navy blue one here, so it also is going to have a shadow. So I'm going to put this, see if I can get this a little better here. You just have to kind of overlap a little bit. So there's that one. And I'm going to clean this off. Oh. There. And get the early espresso. Oh, and again, I got a mess here. To pay more attention, I guess. All right, here, wait, let me do this again. All right. Oh. And I do have a little bit of padding here, but you might want to, did I? Ooh, I want it that dark, so yeah. You might want a little bit of extra padding, so you can use our Stampin' Pierce mat, you can use a mouse pad, you can use even just like a magazine, something to give a little thickness for it to sink into. All right, so let me just, man, I got a mess. Oh, that's from the, here, this is from, just erase this a little bit before I try to, these erasers do help. You have some, if your glue gets a little bit out of control like mine did there. No, it's not going to come. There it goes. It's not going to come up there. But there's that. Now, oh, I kind of made a mess here. And if you want, I don't know why this is, I thought that was gone, and then I see it there still. There. If you wanted a little color in the sky, you can just take, let's just do it, whoop, this is the right one. You can just do a little bit with this, like this. I'm not even going to add an extra color to the, just a little bit of blue left on there, so I'm not putting more on it. I want just a hint. And the same in here, just a hint. And one of the things that I'm going to show you is there's little birds in this. So I'm going to take, for the inside, I'm going to make them the same color as the boats. I'm going to do Night of Navy. And one of the things is I like to do it once on here, make sure I got the birds going the right direction. Okay, so there they are there. And then this is navy blue, so I'm going to put it over there too, I think. And I set them down. Yep. And then these. Okay, so there we go. If you want a sun, you can put a sun in for one of our other stamp sets. Now, let me think. Adventure awaits. Hope it's your best day ever. Let your dream set sail. So, I didn't realize it was. Anyway, so let me see. Do I want, now that I got all that stuff on here, kind of like the idea right here, right there. See, and then you kind of think I want, I put adventure, await, or where's, let's, yeah. Your dreams, adventure awaits. Yeah. Okay, so on this one, what color do I want? I don't think I want red, or maybe I'll wonder if I would want it in the balmy blue. Let me just try this on my scrap paper just to see. Or is that gonna be Adventure Awaits? That, because I think it'd be too much of the reds or the other blues. So let me see. Adventure Awaits in the brown. This is one of my biggest decisions with these things. What do I want to do? Adventure Awaits. Let me try that one more time because it looks, I don't know if I didn't get it. It looks a little light, so I may not. Just want to make sure because I'm not sure I want the brown either. That's pretty light. It would be more like this. So is that adventure? Yeah, that's a little too light. Let me just see though. Maybe if I do it in brown and maybe don't do it up there. So I just feel like I need something other than another blue and the navy blue. I could maybe put it down. Maybe it fit there. And I guess I'll just do it there. Early Espresso. And again, there. Well, there it is. I'm committed now. I think I like that. And then you can put something on the inside or you don't have to. A lot of times I wait, but I was just thinking, I think on this one, I'm going to have it say, hope it's your best day ever. Because that could be birthday, it could be just a congratulations, it could be a thinking of you, and you could even add happy birthday or thinking of you there. All right, there we go. Now, and obviously you can use whatever adhesive you prefer on the inside. This could also have been glue, but I'm just, and then I tried to make sure, yeah, that looks like they're lined up pretty well, just when you open it. Okay. So, oh, now I got stuff on my fingers, so I made a little bit of a mess there, but that's okay. And, oh, let me just see here. I opened a new Wink of Stella. Let me just see if I put this on. Can it look almost like the sun's glinting on the, a little bit. It can look almost like the sun's glinting on the water. I don't always do it on the inside, but I'm going to today. There's this, I don't know how it doesn't show up that well, I know on the camera, but I can see it here. Okay. And if, let me just think here. I think I'm going to put on, if I can get to the right one. Like they're a little beacon on top of the, oops, this is the one I want. The little beacon on top of the mast here. That's not even number instead of an odd number. Actually, anyway, I'm just going to leave it like that. I may play around with it more later, but for right now, there we go. All right. Whew. So I hope this just kind of encourages you to do something, even if it, like, just to, sometimes just changing up something. Like I've done, you know, well, I shouldn't say we all, many of us have done gatefold cards where they fold exactly in the middle, you know, but, or, you know, it could just have, sometimes too, we have like a piece like here, but just another, like a little bit of a variation on what we usually do. And where did I put, oh, here it is. So in this one, oh, here, let me just see if I can get it to lay flat here. And I will be sharing this also on my YouTube page probably tomorrow. Maybe when I'll probably have a chance to really get it on there. But there you go. Just to something, maybe it's not, you know, what gives you the most is just whatever, you know, just how you decide you want it. Playing around a little bit with the sizes. These really are pretty, you know, like they're just overlap a little. This one, because I had that, but if you wanted to, like kind of here, if this one was over further, it could overlap if you wanted, okay? So it's just however you want. It's up to you, because all that it prevents you from doing something is your own imagination, really. Sometimes we limit ourselves, and we really shouldn't. I know I do that a lot of times too, and certain things I get a little more out of my comfort zone, but I do try to push myself at least from time to time to do something out of my comfort zone. So, all right, everyone. Possibly, I'm not sure if my paper pumpkin was sent out at the beginning of the week. If it's here in time, that's what we'll do next week, is this month's paper pumpkin. Otherwise, I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do. I do have a few things from the new mini catalog. I've got a few things from the celebration catalog. I still have new things, new to me anyway, things from our annual catalog I haven't had a chance to use. So, I mean, I've got so many choices. I'm just not sure what I'm doing next week, other than if the paper pumpkin comes in time, then that would be my first choice for next week. But so just have to come back and see what we get to do, okay? So I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend, and until we meet again, happy crafting. Bye-bye.